is it? Is it a bird? Is it a plane? Is it a magic wand? It's all that you would imagine from YTE. They have created a powerhouse, a 200-watt brushless motor, incredible 100% cord-free design, the quick picker upper. You'll be all around the house, on the sofa where the dog's been laying. You'll be down the nooks and crannies. You'll be on the countertop, all the places that you want to go without being tethered by a cord. You don't need to always get out that big clunky chunky vacuum cleaner. And now when you want to go outside to the car, this is what you'll take. I have some really exciting news. This is one of our big 4th of July today's specials, and it is back as a today's special here as an encore. I have it in the 3 colors. We have our black, we have our white, we have our blue. We're going to include all the accessories that you're going to see Stephanie using, but here's the big update. This is an encore, but it is ending right now. The price will go up at midnight tonight. Already over 9,000 people have jumped in to order theirs at the lowest price ever of $44.99, and again with that free shipping and handling. If you missed it on July 4th, it is a second chance. It's my first time being with the incredible Stephanie Roberts here in Westchester.
Hello.
I'm so happy to see you.
I'm glad to see you.
Welcome.
Thank you. And I brought the big gun with me, right?
Stephanie, this is a powerhouse.
This is 200 watts of something you are going to use 5, 6, 7 times a day. Every time you see something, you're like, oh man, the kids tracked it in again. No big deal. Don't get mad. We're coming off a holiday weekend. There's been all sorts of fun with family and friends. Now we got to do some cleanup, but we are here to make it easy. So first thing I want you to notice, 1 push button to start. Okay. That's it. Do you see how I'm waving this around with one hand? It's not because I'm strong. It's because this only weighs 1.4 pounds. Right. This is a game changer to me because now I can maneuver it all the ways so incredibly easy. But you want to see it get to work? Yep. Beach sand. Beach sand. In the house. You had a great time at the shore, because that's what we say here. And guess what? There it goes. Kitty litter. Okay. Dog food. I want you to watch. I'm not chasing it. It's coming to me. It's like a magnet. Exactly. That's what 200 watts does. It sucks in what you don't want to see on your counters, on your couches, in your car. Comes right to me. What's the first thing that happens every morning? My husband spills some coffee on the counter. Usually doesn't wipe it up. All right, no big deal. I love him dearly, so I got something to stop being so annoyed. What happens in your house? Your kids spilled the cereal. Every day. All right, here you go. And guess what? This is so easy. Your kids could do this. Absolutely. And that's why I love this. It is your tool for absolutely everything. And you hear the 1.4 pounds and you see me waving it around and you think, okay, fine, I'm glad it's lightweight, but does it work? That's why we did all the different size debris, to show you what 200 watts can do. It can suck anything up inside. I think what YTE have really attempted to do here, and this is a really big deal, is we've all been there. There's a lot of companies that have made kind of handheld vacuums that are low priced and low power, and they disappoint us. They don't get the job done, so we don't use them. And then there's other companies that deliver really great handheld vacuums, but they're expensive. They're $120, $150. YTE said, listen, let's go for the big power, but let's go for the low price. And this is that magic formula. You've got all the power of the $100 plus options, but you've got the price point of the entry-level options. $44.99, lowest price. But obviously, Stephanie, you were on all day with this just a couple days ago. Absolutely. It's ending tonight. And it'll go and go and go, speaking of all day. The other thing we've done at YTE is we've made it sleek. We've made it kind of sexy on the counter, right? This looks great. You're going to want to set this on your countertop because you're going to grab it constantly to use it. Also, as you set, it charges. So it is ready to go every single time you grab it. Now, if you have a big job and you're going to grab it and go to work, maybe out in the car, you get 35 minutes of runtime on a single charge. That is crazy long for something this lightweight and portable. So the other thing is, let's talk attachments. I've got my crevice tool on here. You can do the whole thing without the crevice tool. This works perfectly well. I love this crevice tool, and I pretty much use it all the time because I'm getting extension. And look how narrow it is. Now, why is that a bonus? Let's take it to the car. What about those cup holders? What about that annoying spot right in the middle? What about the everything bagel that is always around
Things everywhere.
every morning I eat in my car? You're taking road trips with the kids. We love those buggers. You hand them something to do, and there's 25 pieces of glitter and craft all over the back seat. You know you're snacking. You know the dog is shaking. All of the things that happen on a wonderful summer. But now we can clean them up. You do not have to go to the car wash. Here's my favorite sign ever. Free vacuums. Okay, but you have to buy a $15 car wash.
Yes.
That's not free, right? So this is something that you're gonna have, you're gonna use 5, 6, 7 times a day. Then you start to think, okay, how much did I pay for my corded vacuum?
Yes.
Because it came with attachments.
Sure.
Okay, I paid hundreds of dollars. I dread getting it out.
Yep.
Maybe I get it out once a week.
Yep.
I can't find the attachments
Right.
because they aren't attached to a base, and I don't wanna haul it around. So we've tried to solve every one of those problems. Your attachments are going to store right here in your base so that you have your upholstery tool where we get out that dog hair, where we get into the cracks of the sofa. You're going to have your corner tool right there and ready to go, and I'm going to show you how useful that little brush is. And then the unit itself sits beautifully on your counter.
Sure.
It's an extremely small profile, so I can leave it out.
Yep.
It's always there when I need it.
Yep.
I never dread grabbing it. It couldn't be easier.
Yep.
And when I want to get rid of it, all we're going to do is push a button. So here comes everything we've just
How much
picked
are
up.
the bags that you buy?
There's no bags.
that was a trick question.
That
You
was
see
a
what I
trick
did
question.
there?
Oh my gosh. And even better, look at how big my canister is. If you have a high shedding animal, you know how important a large canister is.
Yes.
My dog can fill up a canister of most hand vacs before I'm done with the cleaning job.
Right.
So it's important to us that we gave you a lot of cleaning space. Like, what's the point of 35 minutes of runtime if you don't have any space in here?
Absolutely.
So we put it all together. The long run time, the big canister, the easy recharge, the beautiful storage. And oh, by the way, you even have, and this is really unusual in a cordless hand vac, you have a permanent filter in there that if you want, you can pull this out and wash it, because maybe you've got some dirt in it, and especially during allergy season, get the pet dander out, get the pollen
nice.
out, let it dry overnight, and then you're good to go. But it is very rare that you find one of those in a portable cordless hand vac.
The one that Stephanie's been using, this blue, is the best seller at this stage. So blue, really popular. We started with 5,000 blue. I have 1,200 left. So 5,000 is where we started, just a little over 1,000 now. We sold 9,500 in total. It's been really popular. But again, the price expires tonight. So we're T-minus 3 hours and 15 minutes or so. If you want it, buy it today, not tomorrow. Because if you call tomorrow, you'll pay a lot more, and I don't want you to pay a lot more. So grab it while you can. Again, black is available, white is available, blue is available. Every day there's something and somewhere that you use it for. Just last night, Chelsea made some cookies. My son Oliver had the cookie in the bed.
Oh,
He
yeah,
finished
that's a
the
good one.
cookie. There was more in the bed.
You want to take it home?
You know, right? But it was right there. So what do when it's 9 o'clock at night? It's bedtime and there's cookie everywhere.
You don't want to get mad.
You don't want to get, because he was having a good time having the cookie.
Right.
And so was I.
Cookies in
honestly.
bed. I want to live with you.
This is the way you grab this, and now you're able to clean it up and nobody's annoyed, right?
Exactly. It's a way to keep family harmony, and that is worth a lot of money.
Yes.
But it's also a way to do all those annoying little chores. Have you looked into your fridge bins lately? Everything sheds. You know, the fruit, the raspberries, the lettuce leaves, they end up there. What about your silverware drawer? Now, I think this is one of the bigger mysteries in life. Let's think about this. Your silverware comes out of the dishwasher clean.
Yep.
So why is the silverware drawer always dirty?
Can you explain?
No, I can't. I think that people leave their drawers like open a little bit, and then they clean the counter, and it all ends up in there.
That's a good explanation.
But here, what would you normally do? I would be taking a wet paper towel and going on in there. But A, that's a lot of work, and B, why would I want to get dry, easy ingredients to pick up wet? Then they're harder to pick up.
Fair point.
So many of our chores are so much easier if we just suck them up dry, but you didn't have the tools to do it.
Yes.
So now you do. I do want to point one other thing out while we're in here with this in my hand. You saw that all I'm doing to start it is this push button here. Well, what's that second button for?
What is it?
Are you ready to listen?
Go on. Oh, it's about to
Turbo.
take off.
It is. We got turbo. But you know the best thing about the turbo, let me turn it down, I want to show you this real quick too. See that? That's my battery charge indicator. Do you see how I've got 2 lit up?
Yep.
That means that I'm 1/3 through my operating. I'm never going to run out in the middle of a job.
Right.
Nothing worse than you make the big decision, I'm going to clean the car, and then you go out there and you don't have any charge, right? So you're always going to know this will never die on you unexpectedly. Now, the thing about the turbo is I rarely use it.
Okay.
Because with 200 watts in my hand, I don't really need it.
Right.
But if you're in an extra hurry or you just think it's fun to watch it go faster, which, you know, is kind of fun, then you're gonna up it a notch here. I've flipped the brush down here, right?
That's
Because
so smart.
This is so smart, and it's soft. Feel that. So I can put it on my electronics. I can put it on my piano keys. I can put it near my musical instruments.
Yeah.
Because there's things that get dusty. I know we all eat while we work on our keyboards. There's things that you don't want to wipe. You don't want to push down on. You don't want a big clunky piece of plastic corded vacuum attachment anywhere near it. So how do we clean it? Well, the answer is we rarely do. And we're probably not doing it all that safely. This little brush, look at that, gets right in
down
between. I am down in those keys. And then the 200 watts is sucking the dust up in there. This is going to extend the life of my electronics. I mean, this is absolutely awesome.
The big stuff, the small stuff, it doesn't matter.
Absolutely. Here's a test for you since you've been moving and cleaning. What's that? You know what that is? This piece.
Oh, yeah, it's the slider for the sliding
track.
doors.
Yes, it's your track. Have you ever looked inside your slider track or your window tracks? They're likely very, very dirty, filthy. Look what this does. It fits exactly, I'm gonna turn so you can see it, inside the track.
Stephanie,
how cool is that?
In Florida, ours always used to have bugs in it.
Yes,
like
grossest thing ever. Yeah, and up here, it's even better. You can open your windows. You're gonna feel the fresh air, and a little dirt's gonna come in. That's okay. Take this, it's worth it. It's worth it for the fresh air. So when it comes in, you just zip it up like this, and you are good to go. And it's all because this is shaped so perfectly to get into those spaces. But it's also strong, and that's what I want to show you here. Kids make crafts, right? I know you recognize these things.
I do indeed.
These are like the nemesis of most parents. Watch them get pulled in. I'm not chasing them. I'm not looking for them.
Right on top of them either.
Look, here, it's going in. 200 watts is sucking, and then I get excited and I just finish because it's fun. You know, so it's got the power, it's got the usability, it's got the flexibility. And when you think about things that you pay a lot of money for because they do a nice job, but how often do you use it? You are going to use this multiple times every single day to make your life better.
And you said the battery life was over 30 minutes?
35 minutes.
I mean, that is industry leading to get that type of, cleaning time with this at this price point. And that's where the really exciting part comes in. To get a wand vac like this, to get a handheld vac of this power with this performance normally costs well over $100. YTE went to the drawing board and said, listen, can we create an industry leading, best in class handheld cordless vacuum that weighs 1.5 pounds and make it under $50? Well, they did. We actually did it under $45, but time is up. Price is going away at the end of the day. It's a today's special, so you're still taking advantage of our lowest price of the year, our best value ever, and free shipping and handling. Everything that Stephanie's showing us, you know that we would do, that we can do, and now we could do it even easier. If you just use it to take it out to the car, if you just use it for where the pets sit all the time, if you just use it to clean up the kibble that's gone everywhere, if you just use it to clean up after the kids, it's worth every penny. I would dare say, Stephanie, folks will use this more than they would use their full-size vacuum cleaner.
Absolutely. What do you get that out? Maybe once a week? Right. Again, you're going to get this out multiple times a day. I want to talk about the upholstery tool a little bit. It is perfect for pet hair. I have a lab. That little short hair gets stuck in all the upholstery, but I also take it out to the car and use it for any of the messes on my seats. Again, the kids eat, you know the crumbs get under those car seats, they get under the toddler seats, and again, we make things so that they go in the places you need it. This is thin enough that you can get down into the cracks of all your chairs, of all your couches, of everything in the car. Most other attachments in every other style vacuum don't fit in these places. So that I really appreciate that we're doing something. And then again, it comes back to the power, right? I can even do this without the extender on it. This is the floor mat. I've got all these deep grooves. These are the leaves and the grass and the baseball dirt. Are you to that yet? The infields of baseball?
Yeah.
That clay, you baseball parents know, it is so hard to get out of the car. And if you don't get it out of the car, it goes into the house and it stains. That's a different product for a different day. But we want to get it out of the car so it doesn't come in with us. This is a 30-second job with the right tool. And I didn't have to get out a big machine, and I don't have to be working with something heavy. There are others out there, but they're heavy.
Yes.
And if I'm going to be maneuvering and doing all these things, I don't want my wrist to hurt. I don't want to have dexterity issues. In fact, I would dare say it is easier to hold onto this and push one button than it is to spray and wipe on your hand.
So, I mean, you're not here with Stephanie and I, but if you were here and you were to hold this, you would see that 1.5 pounds weighs virtually nothing in your hand. So this easy, breezy, carefree way that Stephanie is cleaning, right, with a flick of a wrist, is because it is so well designed. It's so friendly on the hand, and if you are struggling with aches and pains as we all get older, cleaning gets harder. This makes it easier.
I do totally agree with that, because I've gotten to the point where my hands do bother me in certain chores, especially scrubbing. So to be able to just have something light in my hand to push a button and have it work and not have to do any labor of my own, this is doing all the work. All 200 watts of suction coming right from this. All I'm doing is moving my arm around. It could not be easier. And it's also making quick work of anything that we spill.
We're going to wrap up in 3 minutes, folks, and that is it. It's your last chance right now. If you want blue, we started the day, I believe, with around, was it 5,000 of the blue? We're now under 1,000. So last several hundred in the blue as we are approaching that 10,000 milestone of total orders. Folks coming in for the last moments before the price does go up. I mean, again, Stephanie, it's not a luxury, it's a necessity item.
Absolutely.
And even if you don't buy this one from Stephanie and I, please be careful. There's a lot of handheld vacuums that you see out there that make big promises and they're just not very good.
They don't have the suction. And don't let an experience, a bad experience that you may have had with another handheld vacuum turn you off from this one. Again, we are using the largest chunks that we can find to show you it can handle the kitty litter, to show you it can handle the dog food, the beads, the crafting things, all the things. The 200 watts can suck it in. The length of this and the narrow width at the end of this make it unique so that you can get into places you have never been able to get into before. And it's so satisfying because you sit in the car and you look down and you see it there and you're like, gross. I'm gross. Why am I gross? But you don't have any way to get it out. And now you do. Everything, you're going to slide this down next to everything in your world, and it is going to go down in there. You're going to use the brush for the delicate items. You're going to use the upholstery tool for the pet hair and the couches and the chairs, and then you're going to dispose of it as easy as can be. One push of a button and out it goes.
And zero cost of ownership. There's no bags, there's no filters, there's nothing that you need to buy. There's no maintenance costs with it. It will get its use, and you will really love the convenience of not having to plug this in, and that it's always there, Stephanie.
Yes, it sits here ready to go anytime you need it. I love the narrow footprint because that means I can leave it out on the counter. This is so narrow. I'll tell you where it is in my house. We have a utility sink in the laundry room that leads out to the garage. The little edge of the sink is enough space for this to live here plugged in so I can use it in the laundry room. I can use the dust bunnies in the laundry room. That takes care of that. And then I can take it right into the car and I can do all the things so easily. But honestly, I would like it next to my coffee maker as well. Because that way it's easier to grab for the counters, for the tables.
Convenient.
I mean, I know you love those kids, but think about the kitchen table when they're done eating.
Oh, it's a mess.
But this is all you have to do.
This
is it. Seconds. We'll do the fast version just because it's fun. I mean, look, it's the power. Up we go.
But that's the 200 watts. And remember, you've even got turbo mode on there as well. If
you want to go turbo?
Go turbo.
All right, we'll go turbo because, look, that's dog food. My dog eats lentils now. That's dog food against the counter line.
Incredible.
I love that dog. It's okay. No reason to be mad. I've got cleanup.
There's no harm. No harm. When you've got something like this, it takes care of all of those everyday things. Blue is most popular. We are very busy in the ordering process with folks trying to grab theirs. Blue, white, and black are available. 10,000 orders have been placed. Stephanie, it's so good to see you.
Good to see you.
The amazing Stephanie here at HSN in beautiful Westchester, Pennsylvania. We're going to take a quick moment out from all of this cleaning. On the other side, we're going to come back with more phenomenal 4th of July holiday specials right after this.